Hey guys, reason you're seeing a car roof is because I'm actually in my car right now. And I just wanted to, elaborate on the newest video that Matthias and his team just put out. That's very stressful. Matthias just got duped, pretty much. I mean, the guy, undercover cop, whoever he is, actually, because I believe him and, Deb kind of have something together. I don't believe that's the fact that he didn't know that she supposedly murdered him, at least murdered Wes anyways. That's the other thing. Why would she murder Wes? Why wouldn't she, if she was that capable of murdering him, why would she have orchestrated all of this? Sorry for this saying on the words there. But why would she assemble all of us to potentially find out that she's a murderer? I don't think she's a murderer. Yeah, so what? It was a girl who got out of the car who had a lab coat and a ponytail. Okay, well, what about the other girl who was supposedly a reporter for some paper or whatever it was? I don't know exactly what it was, but what if it was her? Because she was supposed to be undercover in the whole system. She was supposed to be a reporter, and she didn't want people to know that she was a reporter. So, how do we know it actually wasn't her that murdered Wes? That's a theory. And how do we know that the Phantom didn't orchestrate Wes's murder, even though he said he didn't? I mean, how can we trust this guy? He seems to be a psychopath. And I just find it all hard to believe that Deb would kill someone she supposedly loved. I mean, yeah, if she was, like I said in my previous video, mind split, two different personalities, I can see it. But to be full on, she shot him, full knowing that there's cameras? How is that? Something just doesn't seem right there. And how about the how about the undercover cop? I think that maybe the undercover cop knew and just decided to say he didn't know until he actually got proof, because, without proof, nothing's set in stone. And, it's kind of funny, because it's just funny because, supposedly she found him. Sorry about that. She found him. They've been working together for who knows how long. But he doesn't find it suspicious that his investigation of how Wes died and all that is being abrupted. Like, either he's a really dumb undercover officer, or he really just had no clue. I think it's the first one. You know, there's no way working that many years together you don't notice something like that. And there's no way that you don't come across some damning evidence to a murder you've been trying to solve for years, and supposedly, you know, cops and stuff are butting heads with you and saying, oh, forget this, forget that, you know, this murder, blah, 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 it's consuming you, we're gonna kick you off the force, all that random whatever. But I think that, you know, to be an undercover officer, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know how to do what you're supposed to be doing, you know? Like, I don't know how to explain it any better than that. But, like, how do you not see something like that? How do you not see that something about your investigation is being halted somewhat by police force or by your so-called friend? And how do you, like, how do you go around saying that she, you know, she helped you, she did this, she did that? Like, I'm kind of on Matthias's side. Like, she betrayed them. She betrayed us. That's the sad part. Like, we all got duped. I thought, you know, she was one of the people that they could trust, that we could trust, whatever. I don't care what it is. But we all got duped. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If she did murder. I know that's backtracking, even though what I just said. But there's still the fact of that other girl who was a reporter. It might have been for a fake magazine and stuff like that. But, like, she was still a reporter. Maybe she was actually hired by Deb or Nelson or by the Phantom. Like, maybe that's how that all came to be. Maybe that's how he got shot. And, you know, I find it kind of funny that none of that evidence was really marked very well. Like, that lab coat, that didn't look like it had blood on it. even when blood is dry, it's brown. It's because of the oxidization. I just want to, let people know that, and that's why I know that. And the vial of that yellow stuff, I mean, that was clearly more viscous fluid than anything, And like, what about that little handbag? Like, what was up with that? Like, you didn't see her leave with a handbag. If that was Deb's handbag, it would have been in her hand, and she'd still have it. I mean, those are some of the, clear points that are, clearly not represented. It's like, yeah, I get Matthias. He wants revenge now. He got duped. I'd want it too. But to go and state that Deb is the one who killed Wes? Maybe she did. Maybe I'm just one of those people who doesn't want to believe that because, there's no physical evidence. A lot of girls wear their hair up in ponytails. Now, a lot of them don't wear lab coats and shoot somebody and run away, but a lot of girls wear their hair in ponytails. That's all I can say about that one. And, I kind of want to have more evidence to prove that Deb did it or didn't do it. And I kind of also want, some proof that this whole thing was orchestrated by Deb or the Phantom or Nelson, like, and maybe Wes was a part of it. He said maybe he thought, oh, I'm getting in your way, and you want to know me, you want to be with me, but I'm getting in your way of what your job is, and maybe she was getting in his way. Like I said, she could have a split personality for all we know. And maybe, maybe the whole thing is just orchestrated by everybody. And it just, there's no way of knowing. So until there's more evidence on Deb did this, I'm going to be more skeptical and think that, maybe it was the undercover reporter, maybe it was the Phantom who paid her to do it. I don't know. But I'm going to be skeptical until there's more physical damning evidence that it was Deb. Because it could be anybody. And that's pretty much all I have to say on that.